Morning gamers, welcome to Xbox Beyond the Box. I'm your host Dragon Dust. Gamers, let me just say it's always a pleasure to do these videos for you. If you would please hit that like, share, and subscribe button and tell all your friends about Xbox Beyond the Box. Now gamers, last Friday I did a video called Ask Us Anything, in which you can ask anything. I mean seriously anything. Anything from what kind of deodorant do I use? Personally I prefer Secret for women, yeah. Or, what kind of lube do I prefer? Astroglide. Good stuff. You could get well, too many jokes for that one. But nonetheless, some of you actually sent us some questions. And just so you know, on this video, if you would please, if you have any other future questions as we do them week to week, just leave a comment in the comments below asking your questions. We'll be happy to answer them. There's nothing out of bounds. I mean, if you want to ask how fat I am, oh, I'm about 3/4 less than what Santa Claus would normally weigh, and he needs to go on a diet too. But nonetheless, leave your comments in the comment section below. But let's get to the questions that were asked. We're going to do them as we got them. So, Raydog the Boss, he asked, will you ever get a PlayStation, or will you get a PlayStation one day? Well, to be honest with you, a long time ago, I'm pretty sure when Moses was walking around, I had a PlayStation 2. And I actually enjoyed it. But there was a problem with it. The controller was kind of small, and it was very hard on my wrist. I've had surgery on my wrist once already. But the future, right now I don't even have an electricity. But yeah, I can actually see myself owning a PlayStation sometime down the road. Provided that certain things change with PlayStation. I'm not exactly, a complete fan of them. I do love the games, though. Some of the games have been absolutely amazing. Spider-Man, even though there's a controversy about that, and we'll get to that later. God of War are one of the big standouts. I've seen others that just, right now I'm kind of bogged down in my head there. I know some of you going, damn, Dragon, are you fucked up? No. Previous video, you can check it out. But, yeah, I can actually see myself owning a PlayStation one day. Hopefully they get something like Game Pass and, have the Bing searches. That's the main reason I got Xbox. Let's see here. VYPRSTRYKE. I would assume this stands for Vampire Strike. I'm pretty sure this is Frankie from Twitter, too. This person asks, favorite gaming console? Well, have to be the original Xbox. And I know a lot of you going, damn, Dragon, that thing sucked. Yeah, but you could clock somebody with that son of a bitch. That thing was heavy as hell. It seemed like it had unlimited memory. I remember playing tons of games on it. And I also remember actually hitting a friend of mine so hard it literally knocked them cold. I even dropped a 5-pound weight on it one time by accident, and the damn thing still ran. Didn't have the problems that we did out of all these other consoles, but the damn thing weighed something like 20 some odd pounds. It was a weapon more than it was a console. And the second part to your question there, the game that made you go, holy fuck balls, I need this. I need this. That question in itself cracked me up every time I read it. The game that made me go, holy fuck balls, I need this. Oh. I would have to say Mass Effect. The very first one. That was the one that, and until recent, when I saw Cyberpunk 2077, Mass Effect definitely has to be the top one, but Cyberpunk 2077, that was the last game that really made me say, holy fuck balls, I need this. And now I think that's in my repertoire, or my dictionary there, holy fuck balls. So thank you, Vampire Strike. That's got to be one of the coolest things I've read. But yeah, the very first one that ever made me go, holy fuck balls, I need this, definitely the first Mass Effect. The latest would have to be Cyberpunk 2077. Though I'm pretty sure I'm going to have another holy fuck balls moment when it comes to Fable 4. And your second question, top 3 places to eat. Um, God, that's a toughie. I would say coming in at number 3 would have to be Cracker Barrel. Fantastic restaurant, great place to eat. Uh, Number 2, oh, gotta go with Little Caesars. I love their pizza. And number 1, hands down, number 1 would be the Golden Corral. Now these are all, other than Little Caesars, these are all expensive places to eat. But when I do have the money and I'm able to afford it, Golden Corral, hands down, one of the best buffets. And where where I'm diabetic now, I can't really make a trip to Golden Corral because the buffet basically will kill me. Um, but now Mystical Gears, if I had to guess, her love of chicken, KFC's got to be a number 3. Definitely Burger King. And number 1, oh boy, she hates pizza. Oh, I definitely have to go with Red Lobster. Her love of seafood is just unreal, especially shrimp. Even though she ain't supposed to have it, she's got higher iron count. And finally, our last. Oh, by the way, thank you, Ray Dog the Boss, for your question. Thank you, Vampire Strike, for all your questions. That's pretty cool, man, and for the holy fuckballs moment. But Blackjack 1023 asked, "What's your favorite game, and how did you get into games?" Oh, my favorite game. Well, with Mystical Gears, it would definitely have to be Gears of War 2. Hands down, that and a tie with Final Fantasy 7. How did she get into gaming? To be honest with you, I like to think I had a hand in it because I was the one that got her to play Gears of War. You know, that's how she probably got into Xbox gaming. But I know at one point she tried. Oh yeah, and I can't forget one of her favorite games would tie a 3-way tie for her would definitely be Final Fantasy 7, Legend of Dragoon, and Gears of War 2. Don't bring up Gears of War 3. She's still pissed about about Dom dying in that game. Apparently he should have lived and Marcus should have bit the bullet. That's just the way she is. Anya shouldn't have died. She did die. She eventually died. She can be real bitchy about things like that. For me, my favorite game, I've got to go with the head and shoulders above all other games. Because to me, this is the holy grail of gaming. This is where BioWare royally fucks up at. This is better than Gears of War 2. This is better than Final Fantasy 7. This is better than Legend of Dragoon. Better than Halo. I would definitely have to go with KOTOR. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We're talking great storyline, great characters, great voiceover work. For its time, amazing graphics. Dual-wielding lightsabers was always one of the cool things I'd love to do. And, it basically made Final Fantasy VII look like shit at the end of the day. And I know there's going to be some Final Fantasy VII going Dragon. You're going to have to get some hate mail. Well, I mean, it's the truth. Now, how did I get into gaming? I actually got into gaming by accident. I suffer from a lot of mental issues. And mental health worker does what they call support services. They take you out, grocery shopping or just to, look at things and buy little things here or there. Well, I was out one day after a very stressful meeting with my doctor. I was pissed. And we stopped in at Circuit City. And for those of you who don't know what a Circuit City is, used to be a place where you bought all your electronics. Think of it as a Amazon building you walked into for electronics. Even better than Walmart. It had DVDs, TVs, all that stuff. And a small gaming section. Well, they had a little test thing for the PlayStation, oddly enough. And the first game that I can actually remember playing was Spider-Man. And I thought, wow, this is so awesome. I started playing. Stress immediately started to leave my body. And my mental health worker was over there with a notebook going, I'm like, what are you writing? Don't worry about it. She's to continue to write. For an hour, I stood there playing this demo. She said, come on. I left, went home that night, got up this next morning to a cop at my door saying, "Grab your stuff." Grabbed all my stuff, went to the mental health office, sat down and played everything. You know, when I went there, I mean, they had everything. The Atari 2600 up to the current gen, which was PlayStation 2. Played everything. They wrote everything down. They told me, says, "Well, you know, we're going to recommend that you start playing video games to help with your depression, your anxiety, and all that other crap they listed me with." I went to a pawn shop to get my first system. I reserved it, and it was a PlayStation 2. Believe it or not, I was actually on the path to PlayStation. Well, fate changed things a little bit. The guy that reserved it for me said, "Hey, we accidentally sold your PlayStation." Her coughing. "We accidentally sold your PlayStation, but he offered me an Xbox, you know, 2 controllers, some games, and said, hey, here for the same price, you get the Xbox." I was like, okay. Took the Xbox home, was hooked. And I think the first game I actually bought for the Xbox, was an actual small time wrestling game. It was back before all the WWE wrestling crap that's out now that dominates the market, but there were actually independent wrestling games for consoles. And I can't even remember the title of it now, but I do miss it because it was actually a pretty good game. With that being said, I hope this answers everybody's questions. You know, I've really enjoyed this. Now, please, you know, if you have more questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll make sure to answer them. You know, and like I say, you know, I don't care, you know, what the question is. I'm happy to answer it. With that being said, this has been Xbox Beyond the Box. I've been your host, Dragon Dust. Special thanks to Raydog the Boss, Blackjack 1023, and Vampire Strike. Thank you for participating in Ask Me Anything. With that being said, I'm going to get off here, upload this video, and go relax a little bit and get ready for the next one. Gamers, I wish y'all nothing but happy days and happy gaming. Hold on to the ones you love. Gamers, I'm out of here.